Hey, Paula J. Hey, Mods. Case Face, welcome in. Robin Miners. Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl. Tiffany Murfitt. Love her. Hey, Tony P. Hey, D. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Kim Leaf. King's Kid, welcome back in. Donna Koopa, what you doing? Hey, Linz. Pat Jonas made it. Debbie Lovin' Life. As I say, that is pretty cool. I can see you more often now because she retired last week. Good for you again. That's pretty amazing. It's huge, actually. Hey, Sin, baby lily pad, Sarah Kramer. Hey, Joyce Drager, love you, babe. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for being with me forever. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Susan P. Hey, Diane. Jennifer Minton. Rachel Sandy, Aspire to Inspire. Marsha Whirls. Liz Tricks. Allie from England. Chicago Jane. Hey, Pepperoni Nips. Hey, Jojo. Hey, Patty. Oh, God. You know, I always forget that you guys watch me on like TVs. That's so uncomfortable. Having me on a big screen freaks me out. Thank you, Tony P. Sorry to shame you. Love you, Tony P. Hey, Ewa. Why don't you sit up there? Good Lord, girl. Hey, Chrissy Twig. Debbie Zito. Hey, Nancy Jane. Buffy. Deborah Ricci. You crapped yourself. I did it yesterday. Straight up pooped myself yesterday, like right before I went live. Not long before, about 30 minutes before. Took me a minute to get back my dignity. Not really. I poop myself all the time. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Armine, but I'm sorry that happened to you. Amy Knight made a hilarious comment last night. Hey, Linda, Jan Haggis. Thank you, Armine. You're an angel. Donna Folker. It's okay, Patty. Hey, West Coast. Oh my God. So apparently, hey, Jennifer Ogle. You just made me think of it. I wasn't going to bring. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Wowie, girl. Apparently, we need to put that on a t-shirt, Shelly. We need to make some merch that says, well, wowie, girl. I say it a lot. Hey, Callie Galley. I popped into Lindsay's stream last night for a few minutes, and I still don't know. I haven't talked to Lindsay, but I still don't know what she was reading from. But her and a couple of her mods were saying how crazy it is, like how insane it really is. Hey, MLG Gamer. Hey, Lumen. How hated I am, which that's nothing new. Hey, Ghostwriter. But they were really addressing it, like how insane it really is. People are absolutely insane about hating me. Hey, Wandering Widow, I was going to send you an email today and tell you thank you, and you know why, for my recent you know what. Hey, Alicia Johnson. Lydia Krause, I was still laughing at your mom using a hairbrush for the remote. It was so cute. Yeah, Sin, it was crazy. So I guess... Hey, Jen Finberg. Hey, Sigrid. I guess it's pretty wild how I don't go over to those places. I don't go over to wherever she was reading from. I'm assuming it was Reddit, but I don't know. She didn't. I don't think you said, Lindsay, but Shelly, I don't think you said, Lindsay, and you don't have to say, but she was reading like all of this stuff. Linda was saying, hey, Kristen Hawk, it's obsessively hateful. I've never seen anything like it. Hey, Jess J. Nothing wrong with you, Reese. You seem to be normal. They're convincing themselves of some serious shit. Yeah. Hey, KTG. I've seen it. I think it's gotten worse. I see it as spiritual warfare. The closer you get to God, the harder the devil fights. Well, not making a dent on this end, but it's like drinking poison and expecting me to feel it. I don't feel it. They feel it. Jennifer Folsom, welcome in. Hey, P. Taylor. I need to make some merch saying want to party. No, he didn't say want to party. He said let's get ready to party, baby. Bringing it. Bring it. He messed up his words and went, bring in it. Hey, Eric. No, but in all seriousness, I got a text from someone, and I won't say who because I didn't ask their permission first, so I won't. But people are freaking out. Is it the hat? The hat angers a lot of people, Callie. Kelly. I loved John Candy. Hey, just as I am. Hey, Kathy Brown. People are addicted to the hate. Hey, Lisa. But in my case, guys, it's up there. Like it's wild. Lindsay was saying, hey, Joanne Palmer. Lindsay was saying that they are now saying, what did you say, Lindsay? It was some crazy stuff. Praise be to he, Buff. Hey, FAFO, maybe they need jobs or something. Bad Jonas. They're so fixated on me that now they're saying this is true, according to Lindsay and her team of people who look into this stuff, that I am, what am I doing? Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Tennessee Girl. This reminds me of those memes where it's like, imagine hating me and I'm just at home eating Cheez-Its because that's what I'm doing. And people put me, like, they vote me as their queen, as like the almighty, most powerful woman on planet Earth. And it's insane. Hey, happy thoughts. Have fun on vacay. I'm starting a GoFundMe for my Secret Service detail. If you would, that would be great. Thanks, Amy. Just get back to me when you're done with it. Just get it done. Like you're basically a cult leader and have a way to get money by what you say and do. Yeah, but it was the way you were describing. Hey, Rox. Hey, Carol. Carol. Roll call makes me a con woman. Well, I got news for you, haters. You keep me in biz. That's all I can say. You guys are my cult following, not the real people who critically think for themselves. Roll call I've been doing since day one. Roll call was an organic thing that happened, and all the ones that were put in the chat yesterday, I hypnotized people. That was it. I'm literally hypnotizing you guys. That's what they're saying. But roll call, for all of you yesterday that put a 1 in the chat that have been here since day one, put another 1 in the chat if you remember that. That's an organic thing. And I'm not here to explain myself, but I think it's hilarious. They said we give you money for a mystery sandwich. They talked about our chat big time. Hey, Renee B. Yeah. So somebody sent me this morning. They are pissed about my super chats. Yeah. Amy Knight, though, made me laugh so hard because she said, whenever Reese says my name, I want to part with $20. But apparently I'm really, truly hypnotizing you guys. That's what they're saying. Look at all the ones. That's insane and very heartwarming. Stop putting us in trance to pay you. I wasn't here last night. Yeah. While you eat nachos. Sorry, Donna Cooper. Molly Moon. Okay. Well, we celebrated yesterday. I just got back from Ecuador, so I couldn't do it on the day of. Sucks to be them. Puka Vista, thank you for your super sticker. Sorry, I stole that from you, but thank you. This is a great comment. YouTube is a platform where people come with content to make money. All hail the mighty leader. Yeah. I mean, hey, Catherine B. Love you too, babe. Hey, Katie did it. Hey, Love and Life. Hey, Beck. We're all the ones who are blessed to be monetized. We are all here making money. But this is kind of a cool comment. I think this is from Reddit. Somebody screenshot and sent me this morning. And they're pissed. Hey, Rach, about my super chats. That's what this is about. Now, is it because if I turned off the super chat feature, let's just say that I no longer make money, but I just do my content, they would still hate and find a way to hate. I mean, it's not really the money, but that's what seems to trip their trigger the most. And I think this is so funny. I'm e-begging. I don't know what e-begging means, but this person on Reddit put, Dylan Chatterton. Dylan Chatterton is, I think he's big in Nora's stream. I don't know if he comes to Lindsay's stream. He likes everybody except me. I don't know, or she. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I find it all amusing. You're not wrong, Reese. It's bizarre. It's crazy how much I'm hated. So Dylan writes, half of her stream is saying hi to her chat, literal e-begging. I saw no less than 5 $100 super chats, total of 1,000 in super chats. Some of the 1M, 1 million plus big YouTubers I watch, when they stream live, don't even come close to that. It's wild. And then Ask Chin Shan wrote, she has a bunch of suckers. It's incredible. You guys are a bunch of suckers for celebrating a 3-year YouTube anniversary yesterday. I got shit canned. Sorry, Puka Vista. We should have prayer super chat Sunday. I've never done one, but I will do it for them. I'd be I would feel like one of the righteous gemstones if I started doing a prayer super chat. It's wild. It's wild. These people need to get a life. Yeah. They rotate their hate, Jenny. I don't know. I stay at the top of the list. I stay at the top of the list, Jen. Hey, Brian Bolin. Stella. Hey, girl. Are you going to be at the Zoom this Sunday? I really hope so. You got my very first super chat. I did it twice and I wanted to. I will do it again when possible. Well, don't do it again, Dee, because I appreciate the ones you gave me. You don't have to do it again. But prayer super chats, that would be hilarious, but also really horrible. I'm no sucker, says Aloha Sue. Better to be a bunch of suckers. Woo-wee, sucker. That's from the Righteous Gemstones. For you, if you know, you know. From Dusty Daniels, the race car driver. That was his thing. Woo-wee, sucker. I said it the entire time because we watched that show in Ecuador, and the whole time I found sea glass on the beach, I would reach down and I'd go, woo-wee, sucker. Better to be a bunch of suckers than a hate-filled, disgusting troll. Yeah, is it? I guess so. Yeah, when you look at it that way. Hey, Jenny Jin Jin. Here's some sucker money. Hey, thanks, Jan. You're an angel. Reese, he does come into Nora's, but he is someone to watch even for us as he craps on Nora. I'm sure he does. He doesn't come into my chat, though, Jojo. Like, dude just watches. He's clearly watching. That's the creepier thing. Hey, Mischief. Nice. Thank you for coming back, Mischief. Dylan. Oh, what's Huxley saying? What time is it? Yes, I can. Dylan here. Where's Dylan? Where's that text I got? Here it is. Look at this shit. This is the creepy part. Yeah, Linda. Reese haters are not the normal bunch. They're extra special. Hey, Sharon. They rotate their hate of your makeup, clothes, weight, grifting, parenting, your man on a rotating schedule. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So look at Dylan. He admitted to it. I saw no less than 5. So Dylan's watching. Everyone say hi to Dylan. It's spelled with a Y, just so you know. Dylan's watching. So they watch and then they go report to their people, like Shannon Travolta, over on Reddit, apparently. And I'm the nutball. Like, they're watching, they spend all this time watching, and then they go get together like a bunch of crazy little rats, and they're just talking in a Dylan. Good to see you, Dill. Hey, Karen Tootie Greeny. Hey, Bethany. Hey, Dilly. Let's see. Hey, Beth. If I'm a sucker, then they can suck on this. I don't blame you. I just think it's weird. It's bizarre that I'm the hey critters, I'm the crazy one. Is that the guy you helped with his car? Could be under a different name. The guy I helped with his car was Brian Lucas. He became a hater. I'm not sure why. I gave him money for his car that he said he needed and then took off. You wouldn't believe how many people became actual haters who I gave money to. Remember Go the Greek? Go the Greek used to come in here all the time for a long time. Go the Greek just recently, just took off on the Aaron train, which is fine. I don't care if you go your separate, you can go your own way. I don't care if you do that. Hey, Sierra Terry. But Go the Greek took a step further and started leaving a bunch of hate in my chat. And I was like, you're the person who reached out to me from Nebraska last December and said you were living out of your car and you needed money, and I sent you money. Like, that's so weird to me. The people who I specifically, Indigo Twin was one that, I don't know what happened to Indigo Twin. Tommy and I both gave her money because she said her electricity got shut off and she had no heat. Like, that's crazy shit right there. Hey, Kim is blue. Kim is blue. Let's hear it from you. What do you always say? Hey, Anita Card. It's weird to me that you reach out to a YouTuber, right? Again, a total stranger. I don't even know who Gogo the Greek is, right? You reach out to me for money. Thanks, Kim. I give you money and you become a hater. That's some crazy shit. There's my man, the lifeboat. He remembers that. Liz, I'm from Nebraska. I'm from Omaha, girl. Who we watch and want to give money to is no one's business. Yeah, and I'm the grifter. It's weird. I mean, I guess I am a grifter with all those super chats I got yesterday to celebrate our anniversary, but still, Ash Chin Shan, give me a break, girl. Jean Moreno, where you at? Nice, Jenny. So sorry, haters, but you don't get to tell me what I give with my heart. And maybe if people were kind and respectful instead of being so disgusting, you may get super chats. So F off. That's a good point, Joanne Hawley. And Dylan, our friend Dylan Chatterton. Hey, Alana, our friend Dylan Chatterton, Dick Chatterton. We'll just call him Dick Chatterton. Dick Chatterton said, what were his words? We don't want to misquote Dick. Thank you for your giant super chat, Joanne. Some of the $1 million plus big YouTubers I watch when they stream live don't even come close to that. He's saying the super chats I got yesterday. You know what? Joanne Hawley makes a good point. I've never, oh, nice, Liz. I've never asked for super chats. I've never asked for money. And I still, 3 years later, make super chat money, which is amazing. Like I'm very grateful for it. I talk about it all the time. I want people to feel seen and heard and validated. And I know you don't ever have to do that, but you choose to do it. And that's incredible. Like, that's incredible. But maybe other people would get them too if they actually validated their people. A lot of these people are my friends, right? The only purpose of this show, that's a true story. Reese, come back that up. It's a horrible, strange world. Reese, yeah, I know what story you're talking about. Yes, that really did happen. It's just odd to me that the super chat function is what makes people lose their shit. Look away, Dylan. You will become a giver. Linda, you're hilarious. Quick, Dylan, Shannon, don't look. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, he did do that. I love humanity. It's people I can't stand. Hey, thanks, Brian. I've known you 3 years. Guys, we are 3 years old, and I never take that for granted. All of the support, not super chats, not even memberships, none of that. The actual support, the people who show up here. There's 265 people here. We're just here chatting. That's insane. That's absolutely insane when you think about it. Must give money, must give money. Hey, haters, time to be quiet and go lay by your dishes. Praying y'all get live soon. What you doing? Liz Trakes, you are hilarious. I love you. Thank you for the super chat. Don't look, haters. This is how I know you're true. I've never heard you say that you've given money to people before. You didn't highlight it or show it off. You're a good person, Reese. Wow. Thank you, Stella. No, I'm not. I don't give a shit that I gave people money. I really believe this. If you have it to give and you want to give it, give it. I like being generous. I like helping people. I would never be able to be a rich person because I would give a lot of my money away. When I go out to eat, which is sadly solo most of the time, I give a huge tip. I like to give people money. Am I going to run around and say I gave people money? Fuck no. That's like standing in front of the Church of Scientology with a sign that says, I'm an ex-Scientologist, ask me anything, rather than trying to help them get out. Focus on helping others instead of yourself and focusing on yourself. I think that's weird. My ex-husband was really weird about that. He'd be like, I don't want to give that out. I'm not going to drop that bomb, but it's like having people in your life where their help actually ends up hurting. Do you understand? Like, people who do shit for you, they do nice things, but then they use it against you later, right? I have had people, who was it? I'm not going to name her. I had someone who was here in a part of this channel. reach out to me and say, I've super chatted you and I'm sorry I did and I want my money back. That's like going to a restaurant a year later and saying, I want that tip back. I decided I don't like you. Right. That's like your help hurts. I don't want people to go, I super chatted you and you didn't use it for what I said or whatever. That's so cringe to me. When you are it's like streamers who go help the homeless and they video it. You're not helping anybody. Bullshit. You're not helping anyone. I love you too, Bunny. Good. Get that Rolex ready for me, would you? You're not helping anyone when you're rubbing it in people's faces. I feel like I'm not coming across clearly. It's very clear in my head, but I've been having to deal with that lately in my private. Hey, Georgia, in my private personal life of people who help me, and it doesn't have to be monetarily help me, like just help me with something, a situation. Hey, Beck Smith, but then they turn around and hey, Diane Miller, use it against me. Does that make sense? I have had that happen to me recently where people pretend like they're helping, but then when the time is right, they strike and they go, I helped you. Man, that is some cringe shit. You didn't help if you were holding scores in your head. If you were keeping score, if you were keeping a tally in your head, you're not helping. If you gave someone a super chat, if you helped someone, if you like physically help somebody move or something, you can't then use that against them later. That's such a weird thing to do. I don't know how we got into that. Sorry, my boo bitches. Love you too, Georgia. I hope you and Tommy are well. Sending you both love. Thank you, babe. We are well, and I love you. Thank you. And hey, happy late birthday again. Your pictures were so cute. It's absolutely Jan. And I have had people give me money either here or via PayPal or Venmo and tell me how to spend it. I have absolutely returned money on Venmo and PayPal when people do that to me. Right? Remember when we were going to take that cruise? I returned people's money. Every single person who gave me money for that cruise, I turned around and gave it back to them because they wanted me to use it for that. And I didn't end up taking the cruise. It's just weird. It's like, yeah, I don't want to get too personal into that. I'm going to say the wrong thing and it's going to be, I'll regret it. Georgia, thank you for being a member, babe. Kristen Hawk, my son's favorite prayer when he was little, good food, good meat, good God, let's eat. That's funny. I heard something like that on the Righteous Gemstones. Thank you, Kristen Hawk. That's cute. Thank you for your super chat. Debbie, must pay my cult leader dues. The jealousy shines like a neon light. It really does. In this scenario, it's clearly jealousy. It has to be. What do you give a shit? Hey, Parallel Jen, what I'm doing. Every single person who's lucky enough to be monetized on YouTube is going to use that to make their money. That's how that works. Hey, Irish Mart. And I'm so sorry, Dylan Chatterton, that saying hello to people triggers the shit out of your sad, stunted, immature ass. They can't look like you, develop community like you, make money doing what they love like you. Hey, jealousy. Linda, Reddit is pissed. I said this yesterday in Lindsay's chat. Reddit was pissed that I took time off to go to Ecuador because Lindsay was reading this stuff. I assume it was Reddit. Thank you, Debbie, and I love you. Thank you for your super chat. Reddit got mad that Tommy and I were together taking time off. You know what that means, right? Thanks. Thank you, Diane Miller. Reddit was pissed that I took time off. When I take time off, I don't make any money. I don't make any money. There's no clocking in. Hey, Trace, there's no clocking in. It's not a regular job, right? Mischief. Hey, jealousy. It's not a regular job. I don't get health insurance. I have to pay for all that privately. I have to pay taxes on all my super chats after YouTube takes 30% of them. All of that, right? I don't get paid. And yet Reddit was pissed that I wasn't streaming, right? King's Kid, you can't. Reddit was mad that I took time off. But then I came back and they were even more mad. They just are big, big mad, no matter what I do, no matter what I do. So that's why I like the title of this. We're trying to convince people who will never be convinced. And I'm not trying to do that anymore. I'm not in my life, my real personal life, but also fighting with total strangers on the internet. I'm tapping out with all of that. I don't, something shifted. Something has been shifting in me for a long time. Damn, Joanne Palmer. Something has been shifting in me for a long time. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. And I've been pulling away little by little. If you've noticed, I don't get real, what's the word, jilted? Like, I don't get super reactive anyway over this stuff. I see it for what it is. I see, you can't, I'm not fooled by any of these fools going, I'm tapping out. I'm not doing hate anymore. Good guys, bad guys don't become good guys. These people are absolutely so. When is my birthday, Raymond? July 8th. These people are so disingenuous that it makes no difference to me. I don't trust. Hey, Tuvia. Hey, thanks, Mischief. I don't trust these people at all. And I'm talking about our haters. I'm talking about our haters. Hey, Crafty Carrie on YouTube. The ones who suddenly are, pulling back or whatever they're doing, and they're standing with this person, but they're not standing with that person. Hey, Sophia, I don't trust any of that. Hey, Marie Marion. And something I've learned recently that's really shifted in me. I have really, really clung to in the last year certain people, and they really, really shocked me in a lot of ways and let me down in a lot of ways. Um, and I cannot fucking believe, I still can't believe it. I'm processing it. I actually have therapy this week and I need to talk about it. I cannot believe the haters I don't care about because I never placed value. Like, it makes no difference to me. For instance, if Marilyn continues to crochet, which I think is awesome, good for her, or come after me. Either way, I'm never going to support her. I'm never going to trust her. So it makes no difference to me, right? The fuck that guy guys, they're absolute liars. Like, they're absolute hypocrites. They don't become good people. Bad people who did hate for 5 solid straight years like that and went after a minor child, they don't become good people. So I never trusted or put value on that anyway. So it makes no difference to me. But the people who are actually, that I do trust, that I place value on, that kind of stuff really rocks me. And I'm having a hard time with that. The disingenuous that I am seeing bums me out. And I didn't know what I was going to talk about today on this stream. Hey, Joanne Adams. But that's part of it. That's part of it that I'm probably going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks because I just have to get it out. I have to process this. They don't even know me, Jenny Parker. I don't give a shit what people who think they know me, but they don't know me because they watch me 2 hours a day and I don't even know their real names and they're total strangers on the internet and they want to have an opinion of me. Why would I give a shit about that? Right? Like, that's the number one thing I pound and really try to hit home with my 16-year-old son is don't worry. We've got to stop placing importance and value on what other people think that don't matter to you in the first place. If they matter to you, if it's your spouse, if it's your best friend, if it's your mom, if it's anybody that's close to you, of course that's different. But people like total strangers on the internet, guys, you're not making any headway. I promise you're not. You are completely and utterly Dylan Chatterton, Gene Moreno, the FTG guys, you are spinning your wheels. You are drinking poison thinking it's going to affect me. It is not. That is my solid number one thing that I operate on daily is I don't put value on anybody who's not authentic, people who are disingenuous, and all those people are disingenuous. We have no idea who they really are. They're liars and they make shit up for clicks and views. Hang on. Speaking of Huxley. Oh, okay. He just acknowledged me. Husky Chick. Thank you, Husky Chick. I'm not feeling drained by this. Let me read this super chat because I feel like I'm being rude. Wasn't here to say congrats on your 3-year anniversary yesterday. So congrats. And to all the haters, it's none of your business where I spend my money. That is your job. Wow. Yeah, honesty is the best policy. Always. Always. Marie Marion Huxley is starting 11th grade this week. I'm proud of him. That's a big deal. It chokes me up a little bit. And Joanne Palmer, thank you for this. Thank you for celebrating with me. And thank you for the giant super chat, my friend. I get a little bit emotional about, I realize I'm all over the place. I'm going to be all over the place because I haven't streamed in like 12 days. And so I have all this stuff on the surface that's bubbling over, and I'm probably not going to make a lot of sense. I'm going to jump around a lot. I'm sorry. I don't have a script that I go off of. I get a little choked up because I didn't make it to 11th grade. I made it to 9th grade. Hey, Linda Perales. Thank you, Rhonda McNeil. I'm really proud of him. Really proud of him for making it to 11th grade. Not that I had any doubts, but it's a big deal to me because I didn't make it to 11th grade. And I feel a little bit, is the word inept? Do I have a misunderstanding of that word? You make no sense, but you will make a lot of money. Interesting. Thank you, Sophia. I feel a little bit, thank you, Brian Boland. Love you, Brian. Okay, Yadira. Is it ill-equipped? Maybe ill-equipped. I don't feel right sometimes because I can't help him, because I don't eat, neither one of Huxley's parents. Hey, Golden 444 vibes. Good to see you, babe. Neither one of Huxley's parents made it through high school, especially his dad. He didn't even go to school, but I made it to 9th grade. Inadequate. Yeah, Angie Mo, that's a great word. I feel inadequate because I can't speak to those years. And so I can't sit there and cheer him on with my own experiences. And that makes me feel very inadequate, Angie, because I can't say like, oh, I remember, hey, Amy M. Wow, Amy. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's amazing. Congratulations. 3 college degrees. That's insane. I'm jealous of that. I can't sit there and say to my son, oh my gosh, I remember when I went to blank, because I don't even know what the hell goes on in high school. Thank you, Lacey Silver. And so it makes me feel like he's been shortchanged a little bit. That's the word. I'm kind of like, it makes me feel like we can't relate. I can't relate to him in this. And I hate that I can't guide him. Hey, Susie with an S. Critters Creations. I know, Pat Jonas says you can cheer him on with love and passion. Experience is not necessary. Oh, good for Laura FM. I love that, Kim. I know that. And he doesn't see it that way, right? Huxley's not going because you didn't make it, right? He's not thinking that. Yeah, 444. I get that. But I feel it. It makes me feel bad. I mean, there's all kinds of shit I feel terrible about as a mother. I just do. I can't talk about it, but there's just so much stuff that I wish I could share. Why do they care what other strangers do with their time, energy, and money? If I didn't want to watch, I wouldn't. No, I'm the same, Ree. If I don't like something, I've talked about this in therapy many times. If I don't like a show, if I don't like a certain food, if I don't like a person, right? The natural reaction for me is to avoid it. If I don't like fish, I avoid it. I'm not going to go to a Red Lobster. If I don't like, hey, Marlugo, that shirt was so cute that you were wearing on your vacation. I loved that top you were wearing. Hey, Daft Woman, I avoid it. I pull back. I disconnect from it. I think it is going to be researched one day. I think the internet is so new. Hey, Kat, that it's not been studied, or maybe it has been and I just don't know it. But I think it is so weird to hate watch. I think it is so weird to run into the fire, right? Hey, Chops World, I think it is bizarre to run towards something, to watch me for 2 hours, sometimes longer. Yesterday, I streamed for 2.5, to watch me like Dylan Chatterton, like Aschin Shan, Smith, like Gene Moreno, like the fuck that guy, guys, to watch me for 2 hours a day and comment on it. I'm so glad you had some time off, Mar. You looked so cute. You are, I don't talk like this, but you are a goal for me. Like you are an inspiration. Thank you, Shell. You're right. Sorry, I did miss a super chat. I apologize. I just got into what I was saying. Here's looking at you, Dylan. Lumen, you're hilarious. Are you going to be at the call this Sunday? I hope so. Love you. Thank you, Lumen. Dylan texted back and asked me to send this secretly. Dylan is he's a scoundrel. And he's a jokester. That Dylan, he's a prankster. Come get some. Thank you, Critters Creations. Brandy, the tattoos look great with the tan skin. Thank you. I didn't ever put any damn sunscreen on them, so I know you're supposed to. I may have to get them touched up or something. But thank you, Brandy, for being a member. Success isn't pizza. There's always enough to go around. Just because you have it doesn't mean they can't. Bingo. Hello. That's what I've been saying to all the haters who are trying to knock me off YouTube. Guys, there's room for all of us, right? Like there's room for every one of us. Nora, maybe they're paid per comment. That could be. There's no shortage of people who are going to support us. There's no shortage of people who want to super chat, right? There's no shortage of people who become members, who hit the like button, who hit subscribe. Like there's plenty of hate and love and people who hate watch. You guys are all going to get yours. Don't worry, right? I'm sorry that you're so angry that I get super chats, but that really is out of my control. But apparently the new thing is, and I'm not kidding when I say this, the new narrative is I am hypnotizing. Like I'm at that level. I'm like at the crazy level of being able to. Is he there? Is it Bo? Yeah, Bo's sleeping. I took Bo for a good long walk today. So he's kind of passed out, which is good. Even the Bible says when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do, to be honored by others. They have received their reward and have no reward from Father in heaven. Rachel, thank you for being a member. And I completely agree with that. Yeah, I think it's really cringy. Like I said, it reminds me of Jennifer Miscavige and her incredible boyfriend who we all aspire to be, right? Because I don't know about you, I like being tossed from one room to the next, holding up a sign in front of a Church of Scientology saying, I'm an ex-Scientologist, ask me anything. Rather than trying to help people, rather than saying, I have this foundation, we can help you. Oh no, let's make it about us, right? It's cringy. It's weird. It's like feeding the homeless, but videoing it. Why do you need that recognition? I love calling her that now. Hey, just Marla, a hater fan. PS, still upset that you had to give the helicopter back when you left a foundation. Can't wait for Sunday. Love you too. Lydia, I love you. You're hilarious. Thank you for the super chat, babe. Jenna's back with him? Oh God, yes. They got back. I think he threw her into the next room, picked her up, and just put her over his shoulders and carried her around. And they were back together immediately. Yeah, no, she didn't waste any time there. Her name is actually Jennifer. Yes, I know that because I listened to her police call when she called the cops on Ike Turner, her boyfriend Ike Turner, for throwing her across the room. You know, just a regular old Tuesday, guys. Nothing to see here. Picking up ladies and throwing them into brick buildings. Move on. Let it go. That's why I watch. You're hypnotizing me. Sweet Jesus. Is it your glasses, lip stain, tattoos, my fupa? Probably my fupa. And then the chalupa. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised, Brian. For whatever you want or need. That is very kind, Aloha Sue. Thank you for giving me a super chat with no attachments to it, because the last thing I want is someone to give me anything and tell me what I need to be doing. So I love you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Love you, Brian Bolin. And I mean that. I really love you. So there was something I was going to say and then I lost it. Yadira, you're hilarious. I don't know what it was, but I have some stuff weighing on me lately, and I wish I could talk about it. I can't. It's been going on for a long time. Maybe someday I can. But I've been doing some things behind the scenes, and it's nothing good. It's nothing good. And what I think I've been thinking about is what I said to Huxley yesterday. And I did want to talk about this. So I'm just going to go into that until I pivot back to whatever I was going to say because I can't remember what it was. I was riding with Huxley yesterday. We were getting school clothes and supplies. And he said something about, we were talking about family, and he said something about family isn't always best for you. Or I don't remember what exactly his words were. And I know I said this yesterday, but I really want to touch on it because that's why I titled this. I didn't title this for the haters. I titled this for the real people in your life. I'm kind of, I don't know if you'd call it a crossroads, but I feel like I don't know, your 40s are pretty amazing. And people have told me that. I really so far enjoy my 40s. I feel like this is the decade where I have learned it's been a long time coming. We've been talking about this. It's been building, but I'm kind of piecing it together better. What is that quote? There was an original quote that we talked about like over a year ago. Oh, something like the only real or true currency in this world is hey Vince, is the effect that you have on others. And that can be good or bad. But I've talked about this like, hey, Lenny Bug, it's like going to a funeral, which we've all been to a funeral. You don't reflect on what kind of car they drove, right? You don't reflect on the job they had or how much money or how sexy they were, or how ugly they were. You don't reflect on those things. I hope you don't. You reflect on how they made you feel, what the impression was that they made on you. And that, again, could be good or bad. It's close to From Almost Famous Rocks, but that's not where I got that, actually. But yeah, no, definitely. It's when I love that scene with Philip Seymour Hoffman, The True Currency, that I love him in that movie. But actually, that's not where I got that. I can't remember where I got it, but it wasn't that movie. Yeah, Kim is Blue. I love Almost Famous. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman in that. Lester Burns. But the other thing I saw was a meme recently, like in the last year, and we've talked about it, and it was similar, and it said damn, I wish I could remember exactly. Reese, they are envious of your talent. No one can match you. You keep people enthralled and entertained. You are a gem. Damn, Linda Perales, thank you. I don't know that that's true. I appreciate you saying that. I don't know that that's true. I mean, I'm continuing to lose. My channel never grows. I constantly lose subscribers. So I don't know that I would say I'm super talented. I don't know that that's it, but thank you. Sorry, Anita Card. I'll get right on that. The Creepio, welcome in. I've liked my 40 so far. Definitely has changed my mindset. Helps not being in a cult. Absolutely. That's true. As I said, you are consistent, Reese. Well, I am consistent. I feel like I'm pretty consistent. What these haters are complaining about, I've been doing since day one. Where were you guys then? Like, roll call has been since day one. It's weird to me that they act like I'm rolling out all this new shit. I'm not. But I'm back to it's something similar, like the only true currency, and I abide by this more. This is more important to me than the effect I have on others. How safe do I make you feel? How safe? That's hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. How safe does a person make you feel? Is okay, Joanne. Thank you. Is the most important thing to me. It's the most important thing to me. How safe do I make you feel? Because I want to feel safe. That's a thing for me. That's a me thing. That's a me problem. I definitely, hey, Joel Sachs. I definitely want to make people feel safe. That's where the roll call came from. Basically, I'm projecting, if that's the right word for this. I'm doing everything I would want for me. I want to feel seen and heard. Now there's a difference. It's not like I need attention. I don't need external validation. That's not what I mean. But when somebody walks into a room, I don't want to ignore them. I've said this before. Thank you, Molly Moon. That's huge to me. Hey, Kimberly Allman. I've said this before. I'm a huge supporter in small business. I love supporting small business. It's big to me. Now, I just ordered Huxley t-shirts today on Amazon. So I'm not a saint here. I definitely also work with big business. But when I can, I like to support small business. It's important to me. Hey, Karina, if I walk into a small business, and this has happened to me countless times, because when I go if I travel, I especially like to Google small businesses like boutiques, shopping. Hey, Meredith Land near me. So I do that a lot. I'll go check out. The last thing I want to do is go to a J. Crew. I don't care about chains. Not true. I love Anthropologie, but that's about it. Okay, so if I walk into a small business and I walk through the door and they go like this, welcome in, hi. Or if they don't acknowledge me at all, I'm gone. I turn around and leave. I don't like that, right? I think it really matters that people feel like they were seen, right? There's a difference. I'm not addicted to external validation, but I am interested in you saying hello. That's why when I go to Publix and shop, hey Hope, I call the person by their name. The person who bags my groceries, I always thank them by their name because they're always wearing a name tag. Pat, who ran us through the register yesterday, I go through her register almost every time. I went through yesterday and talked to her about her summer. Hey, Beachcomber, it's important to me that people feel like I acknowledged them. I hate when you go through a register and someone's standing there on their cell phone. I think it's rude. I think it's rude because you're not seeing and hearing the person who's doing a service to you right in front of you, right? Performing a service. Yeah, so that's all it's about. And I think it's okay, Vince, I'm sorry that your life is sucking a bit, man. That's a bummer, but thank you for stopping by. I hope it gets better. It drives your wife crazy what, Brian? That you're like that how? Like me? Yeah, I think it's crazy rude. There have been times, right, where I am at a register and my phone will ring and it's a call I've been waiting on. And that's happened to me. And I will have to pick up the phone and I'll go like this. I'm so sorry. I know this is incredibly rude, but I've been waiting on this call back. And I don't want you to feel like I'm just picking up the phone to chat. Like I will say that. Hey, Brock Bandy, because I can't fucking stand when people just treat other individuals like they're not important or they don't matter. Oh, yeah, Brian, for sure. Now, the name thing goes both ways, man. You just made me think of it. So I went and got this is a side note, guys. I went and got blood work done this morning. I have a doctor's appointment next week for my diabetes. So I get my blood work done now a week in advance. Interesting, Jan B. Um, I will help answer that in a minute with the best way I can. And I've never done this before. In all my years of being diabetic, I have never, yeah, Amy Knight, I have never gotten blood work done with another person. So there were two chairs in the room where they do the blood work, and there were two people waiting. I was one of them to get blood work done. It was me and an older man. And the girl, hey, Susan Cook, the lady came out and called us both back, which I was like, that's weird. I've just for HIPAA reasons, I thought that was strange. I've never once had that. Now, I don't care. I don't care who has my information. Clearly, trolls are putting my address on the internet, literally. So I don't give a shit what people know about me. But I thought it was odd that they brought the dude back and they put him in the chair like 5 feet away from me, and they put me in the chair to have my blood work. And there were two, I think the term is phlebotomists who do your blood work. There were two of them in there. So one of them went over to him to do his, and one came to me. The only reason I thought it was weird was because she was like, "Are you still on?" And she said his address, and she like gave his first and last name. And then same with me. She's like, "Do you still have this insurance?" And I was like, "I don't care," but it was odd. It was just like, wow, I didn't know. Uh oh God, Renee B, I'm sorry. Don't give a shit. I don't care that the dude was there. But the weird thing was, Brian, just made me think of this. She said she starts doing him, and the other lady looks at me and she goes, "Name?" And I said, "Marisa Quibell." And she goes, "Are you still on this address? And do you still have this insurance?" And she's asking me questions. And like a minute goes by and he's facing me. This guy's probably 65, maybe. And hey, Trixie, this dude's facing me. And he goes, Marissa, he said my name, but he said it wrong. That's why I don't go by Marisa. I never have. My dad started calling me Reese when I was 2 because I said Marisa Quibell. And he goes, Marissa, this patient, this dude sitting in the chair to get blood work. A minute or so, like a short time goes by, and he goes, Marissa, and he's like sitting there with his arm in the chair. And he goes, "You are so familiar to me." He goes, "I swear I know you from somewhere." He was like, I know you. He was like, "Your face, I just know I know you." And I'm not even, he's facing me and I'm facing the wall. So I'm not even looking at him. And I look at him and I was like, I said, "I'm not even from here." And he goes, "I know you though." He goes, "I know you, Marissa." And I was like, that's fucking weird. That's a little far that like he's calling me by that name because I said that name, but he didn't even say, it was just weird. Liz S., you like the name Marisa? It's so foreign to me. I've never gone by it. I think about it sometimes when I say it out loud, like twice a year when I'm at the doctor or something, but it's a name I've never gone by. It's not like I started going by Reese when I was 19. Like I've always gone by Reese. So it's just I think about it and I'm like, that's kind of a pretty name, but I hate it because no one says it right. And I don't want to go through life going, actually, it's Marisa. Like when people do that and they say Marissa, I'm like, whatever, call me Marissa then. That's fine. Kim is blue. So I met Trixie in person. She came for my birthday a couple weeks ago. She was part of the girls trip. And I was shopping in a store. No, Jenny Parker. I was shopping in a store and she surprised me. Hey, Cruel Spark. Thank you. She surprised me in this store and I was looking at a shirt or something. And she ran up behind me and she went, "You're not relatable Ruth, are you?" And it was hilarious. And I turned around and I gave her a huge hug. It was so funny. But I thought that was weird as shit. Don't you guys think that's weird? He was like, Marissa. And so my answer to him, I said, "I don't even live here." Like it was early this morning. I had no makeup on. I was not awake. I was fasting. Like I had no coffee. And I said, I'm not even from here. And he goes, I know you from somewhere, Marissa. And he kept pushing it. And I almost said, "Do you watch porn?" I've got a big porn channel. No, but I didn't. I just said, "I don't think so." I said, "I must have one of those faces." And he goes, "You must, but you are familiar." Like he just kept pushing it. And I said, "Well, I guess if you watch YouTube." And then he stopped. He didn't say anything. So then he got his blood work done and he left. And I was still sitting there. And the 2 ladies in there said, she goes, "You mentioned YouTube." She goes, "What do you mean about YouTube?" And I said, "I have a channel on YouTube." And she said, "Really?" She was like, "What's it called?" And I said, and she goes, "Is it something I wouldn't want to watch?" And I said, "Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I doubt it." And she goes, "Well, what is it?" And I said, "Have you ever heard of Scientology?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I don't even know why I start like that because I don't really talk about Scientology, but it's just kind of a way for me to brush over it." I just said, "I'm an ex-Scientologist." And I was like, "I talk a lot about my vagina and fake cigarettes." And she was like, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." And the lady that drew my blood goes, "Oh, honey." She was like, Amy Knight. I can't help it. The accent is thick here. She was like, "Oh, honey." She was like, "We talk about vaginas." She was like, "We talk about pooping ourselves." And I said, "Oh, well, then you might want to subscribe." I don't know. I said, "You might want to check it out." I'm not really sure. I said, but I said, for instance, I had a pap smear here a couple weeks ago. I said, I talked about my pap smear. She was like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm sure I'll talk about this appointment when I go live later." I said, "I'll probably bring both of you up." And yeah, I said, that's what I do. And somehow people watch me for that. And Dylan Chatterton, Gene Moreno, the FTG guys, Marilyn Honig, those 5 people in the world get really pissed about it. And she was like, "Really? Do they really?" No, I didn't say their names. But I was like, I she goes, "What's your channel name, hun?" And I said, I don't even know if you're gonna find it because what you're gonna find first is unrelatable Reese and hateable relatable Reese. I was like, but you can go to those channels too. I'm sure they're providing great content. Either way, you'll probably find my face, but you may not find my channel. But yeah, it was crazy. That was weird as shit though. It was fucking weird. It weirded me out. And I call people by their names, but she goes, "What's your name, hun?" And I said, "Marisa Quabell." And like she verified my address, she verified my insurance. She was like, "You still overweight and fat?" I was like, "Yep, Fupa's still there. Check." "Hey, Holiday." She was like, "I see that you don't have any STDs." I was like, "Correct. Check. I only sleep with one criminal." And then this dude was like, "Marissa?" He was like, "I swear I know you." And I was like, "The fuck?" It was so weird. And normally I'm friendly. I don't know. I think that's a rumor. I mean, ask Chin Shan. Do I find the accent comforting? No. I don't mind the accent. My father has the accent. I like the accent. I don't find it comforting. I find it judgmental as fuck. Hey, DNV, I thought moving here, people were going to be super fucking nice. They're not. Like people here are only nice to people who talk like this. So sometimes I'll go somewhere just so I'm not going to feel judged because I'm a Midwesterner. So I'll just throw it out there and go, "Oh, hey, how you guys doing? I'm Paula Dane." Because people who talk like this don't like people who talk like this. I'm telling you right now, guys, I've lived here for 2 years. They're not as friendly. They have said, "We don't take kindly to your Midwestern self." Like, I'm like, I'm from Nebraska. Damn. God, you guys, I'm still a fucking American. Like, calm down. I'll still sit down and eat fried fucking tater tots with you. Can't we break tater tots at this table? Can we not enjoy some queso together? All they eat here is a bunch of fried fucking food. I'll eat them under the fucking table. That sounded sexual. Uh yeah. I'm like, can't we just enjoy some biscuits together? Hey, Mimi. Thanks, free to be me. I'm really behind in this chat, aren't I? Uh yeah, I don't get it though. I'm from Nebraska. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm like, I'm not that fucking far away from you. Uh who just said hi to me? Did I miss someone? For some reason I thought. But I thought that was weird. No, I'm not going to eat fried catfish. Miss you too, Mimi. I hope that you're doing all right. Your sister's okay. I worry about you, girl. I won't drink them under the table, but shit, I can keep up with the Hey, that was it. Heather Huckleberry. I can keep up with people on food. Like, can't we all agree on fucking food here? Because there's some mom ass food here. Then not really. Hey, Leah Sunshine. How do you get over the feeling you need a man to fix everything? A lot of older women have this issue still. Okay, if you're still here, Janby, you're probably not because that was like an hour ago. But if you're still here, I learned that in therapy. Happy to share for just a low price of $50. I'm happy to give that information to you. Hey, beautiful dreamer. Just kidding. Uh, Dylan, you still here? I learned in therapy that stems from my childhood. I always needed a man for things, and I felt like I was never 100% complete without a man. That's why I've been married 10 times. But I no longer feel that way. I'm actually not very, but I'm somewhat against marriage, to be honest, because I think it's shitty for the woman. It's like Jack Nicholson said in the movie, great movie, Witches of Eastwick. Marriage is great for the man, shit for the woman, right? I from my childhood, I found that I reach externally like crazy for especially masculine approval. Hey, Ty Mark, masculine attention, masculine approval, masculine validation. So once, Jan, I realized that I don't understand. You say very often, "Stop sending me money." I do. But I don't know. Something clicked with me one day through therapy that once it's like one of those things. That's a great movie, Shell. Once I realize what I'm doing wrong, it clicks with me pretty fast and I fix it. Uh, Once I get burned, once I see something for what it is, I don't really make the same mistake twice. I tend not to. I tend not to. It's my thing. I just know once I know, and I'm like, I'll never do that again. I'll never go back to that. I will not backpedal. That's kind of, it's been a bit of a pattern for me. And so I once I realize that, I feel like Jan's not even here, is she? She fucking left. She's like, girl, I ain't gonna sit here and wait for you to fucking answer this shit. Just running your damn mouth. But once I realized that I did that, something really shifted for me. And I was like, damn, not only do I not need a man, I don't need anyone. I don't chase anybody. I don't feel like I need that. Divorce is a lot of paperwork. It's tough, it's expensive, and people this sucks. This is a fact that I'm learning and I'm bummed about it. Most people are not genuine. People are not who you thought they were. I'm finding that, right? Like you can be with someone for 2 or 3 years and then marry them like I did in my last marriage. Dude changed. We got married June 12th. By about July 15th was the first time that was the first time that he called me a cunt. He called me a cunt mother in front of my son. He had never said anything like that. I mean, he was abusive, but he was not that bad until he put a fucking ring on it. And I immediately thought, I think it was around July 15th, I thought, oh, fuck. I have made a horrible mistake. That's immediately what I thought. I was like, oh, shit. Look at how cute he is. Okay, Joanne Adams, thank you for being here. You are different. Yeah, you're married and independent. You are, Trixie, and I know your husband and I know you. Buffy loves her husband. Guys, I'm not anti-marriage, but I feel like I have experienced enough that I like people who I've said this a lot. I love men. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against men. I think they're very necessary. I love people who are good people in general. I don't care about the gender. But I especially, did I just say especially? Like there was a U in that? That was fucking weird. And wait for the haters. Dylan, did you get it? You didn't want me to say it again? Especially. I might just start saying that. We might just make a t-shirt. He is, Patty. I really, really, really love and admire women who are self-made. And I don't even mean money-wise. I mean, I think it's cool as shit when you meet a badass woman who makes her own money, pays her own bills, all of that. But I just mean women who are very independent. Trixie's independent, but she's married. I know her. So I'm not saying I don't are you saying your view on marriage has changed or depending on men has changed? No, my view on marriage, time mark. I've been talking about that for a while now. I'm very pro man, but I don't ever want to live with one again. Love having my own space. Me too. Amen. I feel that way. I'm very pro like what Dolly Parton did, like living in close together but separate houses. I think that's fucking amazing. I love Goldie Hawn because she never got married again. I just really like women who go, nah, I'm good. I like that. It's just a huge deal to me. It's a really big thing. I think it's amazing. And it's cool to be married. I'm not against it, but I like what Dolly did, right? Like be your own person. Mar Lugo, I was going to say this, and her witchcraft. What do you mean, Amy Knight? I'm pro man, but I don't need one again. Mar Lugo's a great example of this. Mar Lugo's married. She's married with kids, but very independent, makes her own money, and she is a badass woman. And I know her. I know this woman. She is a badass woman. She's educated. She has an amazing career. Like she has it all, right? Hal and I are super strong and we're apart often, whatever works. Exactly. Jen is married, but she's super independent. Jen does her own thing. She makes her own money. I'm really, I just see it differently. Just wondering, if you were to get married, would you see your role in marriage would be different? Yeah, I would. Yeah, absolutely, I would. Time mark. Mar Lugo, running errands and listening and background, but for Huxley's back to school supplies. Wow. Congrats on 11th grader. May God give me life to experience that. Mar Lugo, you're a beautiful human being, girl. I love you. Yeah, every day you got to hustle. Mar Lugo, I chase you, girl. I follow you. Inspire me a lot more than I think you realize. Thank you, Mar. That was a giant super chat. Thank you, thank you for that. We will put it toward his school supplies. That shit ain't cheap, girl. Thank you, Mar. So I'm not against marriage. What I'm against is people who become, and it's not even just marriage. I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend can do this, right? Parents can be this way. I'm against people who become super, super, super fucking codependent. Yeah, Liz is single and loves it. I think codependency is a concern on many levels. I don't even want Huxley to become past the age of 18 and be super codependent on me. People have to be able to spread their wings. People have to be able to think for them fucking selves and do their thing. In my last marriage, he didn't want me doing any of that, right? He would say, like, you can't do that. You can't do this. You're just an uneducated Scientologist. Like, it was constantly pulling strings. Like, I'm going to do my thing, right? And I'm thankful that I have a man, Tommy, who is like, do your thing, girl. I told you recently, I said to him, what do you think I should do? And he was like, I'm not telling you what to do. He was like, because you're amazing. He was like, you always make the right decisions. He was like, I like to step back and watch what you're going to do. And that is the kind of man that I really enjoy having in my life, because Tommy is super, super not a control freak. He's not like Jennifer Miscavige's boyfriend, Ike Turner. Keith and I are happy to do things together, but also support you. Yeah, exactly. So hey, Nicola, I'm not against marriage, especially if it's like Debbie Zito's, if it's like Jen Finberg's, right? If it's like Mar Lugo's, I'm totally supportive of it. But I really hate to see a marriage where the woman is totally fucking controlled, right? Like being told what to do, being told what to think, being told whether she should work or not, being told you need to have children. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I've seen that time after time after time where the woman gets, hey, pepper jelly, where the woman is totally under control by another. And that's fucked up. And I think that, that's what we call him, Ike Turner. I think that too is part of hey D, I pull back so much now from control because of my background in Scientology. It was bound to happen, guys, but like I rebel hardcore against control now. That's why Dick Smith Levin, also known as Ike Turner, fucking disgusts most of us women here, right? Like, put a fucking one in the chat if you're like, we've seen that mess before. He's nothing new. He's very controlling. The problem is Aaron is super controlling, not only over his woman, right? He's also married. He's controlling that situation. He's controlling his 3 daughters situation. And he wants to control all of us as females, right? My nose is kind of drippy. He threw a woman into a brick wall. Like, he thinks, yeah, it's fucked up that hey, Just Want to Bird. We did a ceremony, Just Want to Bird, but it's not legal. Would your ex have supported a girls trip? No. And who did? Tommy. He was all over that. He sat and did a FaceTime call with all of us for over an hour. He was loving that girls trip. Thank you, Sadie Cooper. Aaron is gross beyond belief because he wants to control all of us. He wants to control everything with a vagina, right? And all of us who know, right? Who are experienced enough, we see it. And we're like, oh, hell no. Hey, VJ Burke, right? He's not the first dude that's come along trying to be like, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. I'm going to control the narrative. And I'm going to tell everyone that Reese was never in Scientology. And I'm going to make up a whole new story. Hey, Lorraine Brown, we see through that shit. Aww. Meeting Tommy was a highlight of the trip. Holly, I love that. Yeah, he really, really enjoyed that. I have known Falcon, your husband, for 30 years. We're a great match and best friends. Exactly. So when it works, it works. Swing that dick, swinging dick. When it works, it works. But when it doesn't, it's like anything. But marriage to me, when it's not working out, sucks. And somebody's going to get the upper hand. And once they get that advantage over you, you're screwed. I was financially fucked, right? Like Jeff wanted me to quit my job. I did, right? I was happy to quit my job. I didn't want to work there anymore, but I did quit my job. I love that, Chrissy Twig. Uh, but I had saving, I had money. I had paid off all my debt. I had owned my own home. So I sold my house. I made a profit on my house. I furnished our entire new house. I put the down payment on our new house, right? Like I had money and he dwindled that down. That was gone. So then by the time he got super abusive and I was locked in legally and married to him, that's when he wore me down financially and he wore me down mentally. And at that point, I was like, I'm fucked. I can't leave. I literally couldn't leave. Hey, Donna. And that it was more scary than Scientology any day of the week. Yeah. Pat Jonas, yes. He was strapped with debt. He had over $100,000 in debt, credit card debt that he had way before he had ever met me. That didn't come along with me. He had that before me. Hey, Starlina. They got the girls got it for me, Mimi, for my birthday trip. It was amazing. Yes, Hope. It's this Sunday, girl. Uh, so that was a bummer. That was a real bummer. I had no debt. Like my car, I bought my car before I ever met Jeff. I paid it off, right? Like it's not like I met Jeff and was dripping in diamonds. I bought all that shit for myself, right? I bought my car. I bought my house. He was late in the game. I already had established myself. So, ugh, Aaron calling women names shows his true colors. Yeah, I would say calling names, but also picking them up and throwing them across rooms, Sadie. Right? The name calling was bad enough, but definitely picking them up and throwing them into buildings, currently on probation for battery, and that dude's trying to come out singing like a canary, like he's clean and sober and not crooked or corrupt in any way is an absolute fucking joke. That's because you had a shitty marriage. Yeah. Glad I've been a housewife. If not, then my husband crashed his semi. I would have. Oh, wow. Well, Chrissy Twig, exactly. Your situation's very different. But yeah, Jeff, I haven't thought about Jeff in a long time. Wonder how he's doing. Yeah, exactly, Marlugo. Jeff, it's kind of wild how much credit card debt that dude had. It's kind of wild. And he was a control freak and he spent down all my money and then I had nowhere to go. It was really abusive. It was scary. And I've told you guys this, but if I brought up the gestures, if I brought up his behavior and his trips and the prostitutes, I told you this, but I would go to go shopping. I would go to the grocery store, I'd run to Whole Foods, whatever I was going to do. And he'd track my phone. He would rarely let me even go alone. Jeff wanted to go everywhere I went. But if I got to go alone, if he happened to be working and like couldn't leave, he would track my phone to see where I was. And once I got to the store, he would shut off the credit card to punish me. And he would literally use the word punish. I'd come home and he'd go, how was your shopping trip? And I would go, you know how it was. You shut off the credit card, Jeff. And he would go, well, maybe if you obey next time, you won't be punished. Don't bring that stuff up and we won't have a problem. Like he had the upper hand and it was fucking gross. It was so sick. It was the perfect control tactic. Spend all your money, be jobless, and then control you with money. I think that's what Pat Jonas, I think that's what a ton of those jester guys do. That is the MO for jesters, right? I knew all of the jester wives in Kansas City, and that was their thing, right? I went to a lot of parties and country clubs, and that was their thing. They were like, when we got married, I quit my job, and now I just come to this country club and spend his credit card. And I was like, I'm never going to be that woman. I am not money motivated. And I love how that's the number one thing that sets people off. They think that I'm money motivated. I am not. You wouldn't believe how many times I said to Jeff, I will never be that woman. I'm not going to be a country club woman. Like, I grew up with money. My father had lots of money. My dad spent money on me. My dad would leave for a week at a time when I was 7, 8, 9 years old. And he'd leave $100 on the table and go, buy whatever you want at the store, do whatever. Money doesn't make much of a difference to me, right? I always, always, always have been interested in people's characters. I study the shit out of people. I especially watch people with money because I want to see if you're going to treat the CEO the same way you treat the janitor. And most of the time, I'm disappointed. But people with money are fucking weird. They're so weird. People think because they have money, it makes some kind of a, like, it gives you power over another, any of those things. It doesn't. It doesn't. Have you ever had any more bother with the gestures? Not kind of. I've gotten 3 separate emails, weird emails in the last 3 months, like in the last 90 days from women. I don't know who they are, okay, but from women who are saying almost the same story but different names. So what they've said is they reach out and it's the same thing. And they go, "Hey, I found you. I was Googling about the gestures and I found you on YouTube. I'm newly dating a jester and we really like each other. And I might marry this man. But now I've watched your shows. Hey, Kiki. And I'm wondering if I can get your phone number and we can talk on the phone and you can call me and tell me what to do." 3 separate emails, 3 separate women, all with the same thing, all saying that. Can we talk? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn to. That that's made me a little bit uncomfortable. I got some red flags from that. One of them I wrote back and said, I don't know what I can do for you. Like, if you watch the shows that I've talked about it, I don't really know what else you're wanting from me. And she wrote back and she was like, I just really want to talk about it. She was like, I don't have anywhere to turn to. And then the other 2 were like, can I please have your phone number so we can have a conversation? I never responded to those. I hope they're not real, but it felt funky. It felt weird. But in all seriousness, what can I do for you? I'm I don't know what to do for people like that. Like, I don't have anything new to talk about there. If you go watch the stuff I've done on it, I feel like you can get your answers that way. But it made me feel really uncomfortable. I get a lot of weird fucking emails from people who are like, "Can you help me?" Now, I've given money to every person who's ever asked me for money. Probably shouldn't do that. I've probably given money to like 12 different people. That I don't. Hey, Jamma of 5. I guess I'm the sucker. I guess I'm a bit of a sucker. But I don't really feel comfortable talking on the phone with someone I don't know. But at the same time, if it happened, I wouldn't freak the fuck out either because every time I send a text, every time I send an email, every single time I have a phone call, I always assume I'm being recorded. I always assume the worst, that they're going to put this out for the world to see. So I don't ever really get trapped, caught up worrying about, like, what will I say? What if it gets out on YouTube? Of course it's going to get out on YouTube. That's how I feel. So I always kind of tell on myself first before anybody can get the upper hand on me. Right? Like, what have our haters been saying for the last 3 fucking years that I've been here? I got the receipts on Reese. We're still fucking waiting on that. That train is usually not late, but it has been late. So that's one of the reasons people don't have shit on me, because I put the shit out first. You're not going to ever have to worry about secrets there. Was he wealthy once upon a time? Don't you have a certain amount of money yeah, yeah. Rachel, he apparently, I mean, I didn't know Jeff. He joined the Jesters in 2012, 2010, one of those years. And he, apparently, yeah, he had a lot of money then. He went into debt big time being a jester because those prostitutes are not cheap. And that's what he told me. I mean, I don't know if that's entirely true, but that's what he told me. Yeah. Not just the prostitution stuff, but the travel. You have to big time. I think I missed your super chat. I did. Komodo. You have to big time travel being a jester. Jeff did over 150 fucking jester parties all around the US, some outside of the US, I believe. So he spent a shit ton. He went into debt big time on travel alone. But he also told me that the prostitutes were incredibly expensive. You gained me as a member because of your realness and authenticity. Wow. I don't much about the channel, but you will continue to gain due to your honesty. Well, that is such a nice thing to say, Komodo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's seriously kind. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that super chat, but more importantly, I appreciate what you said. Hey, gracefulness. Those gestures are very bad news. Susan Cook for Huxley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will put that toward it. Thank you so much, Susan Cook. That's so kind, babe. And I'm glad that you're healing. The gestures are bad news. So I know I can Google this. First time I've heard of the gesture. Yes, I must be more. And yes, I'm the tech industry. So that's okay, Sadie Cooper. Just a quick. So it's spelled jester. I'll type it in for you. It's called, in case you do want to Google it, this is the official name, the Royal Order of Jesters. And it's a really old, they're like 102 or 3 years old now. It's it's a secret society among the Masons. So the Masonic people. See, it's right there, Sadie. So it sounds like gesture. I could see how you would think that, but it's jester. And it's of the Masonic, which Masonic, that shit runs deep. That's got some deep roots. That's old. But it's a very secret, very, very secretive society where you have to be a Shriner. So if you've seen the guys in the red hats, the fez hats, you have to be a Shriner and you have to be a Mason in order to be in this cult. And you have to be invited in. Typically, they're white. There's really no one else, no other races. And it's, you have to make a certain amount of money. They call it a luxury gentleman's organization. You cannot ask about it. You have to be invited in. And you have to be approved by a lot of people to actually get in. And NOLA, New Orleans, we went to a place for alcoholic ices. It was called Jesters. Oh my God, that's crazy, Mar. Send me a picture of that. I was married to 2 jesters. Yes. Joanne Holly, kisses for Punky. Oh my God, that's so cute, Joanne. Thank you for the super chat. I'll pull her up. Here's my jester playlist. Thank you so much, Shell. There you go. Nope, you don't have to be a 33rd degree Mason. Absolutely not. Jeff is a 32nd degree. Fred was a 33rd degree. But it's definitely a cult. Oh my God, you're so cute, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you, Aunt Joanne. Love you. That's crazy, Haggis. But you have to make a certain amount of money. And what they do is they basically, it's like a low grade, poor man's like Diddy situation almost. I love how you call us out as it really is. Keep the honest chat. That's why it's like family here. Thank you, Diane Fry. So what they do is, and it's a tax-free organization, just like Scientology, which is wild. They're tax exempt. But what they do is they travel around. So when I married Jeff, he told me, he said, I'm a jester. And he said, I go to all these different, they're called stag, so no women, right? Parties. And it's all about camaraderie, fellowship. And what they're doing is they're just drinking scotch, smoking cigars, playing golf, playing poker. Sure you are. And they have private parties in private hotels where they take down like a huge, it's like a large group of men, but they will rent like floors of hotels and big banquet rooms, and they put off-duty cops at the door so you can't get in, you can't see what's going on. And they have prostitutes who travel, and they come to the parties, and they have blowjob contests in the parties. They play porn in the rooms. You can hire the prostitutes for what's called private. I love you, Joanne. You're so cute. Thank you. That's so cute. You're not allowed to have your phone. And he told me that. He said, I can't have my phone. which I was like, this, and they're 5 days long. And they have a party every single week of the year. Now, they don't go to every part. It's very eyes wide shut. It's extremely eyes wide shut. Are they allowed to tell people they're jesters? No. No. No way. No way, Jose. Let's see if I have any of my jester stuff in here. They worship this creepy thing. It's called a billiken, Sadie. This is what they worship. They have a whole creepy ass little demon thing that they go off of. Thank you, Joanne. You don't have to do that anymore. Thank you. Yeah, you're being hypnotized, says Amy. Thank you, Joanne. But they have rituals. They have all kinds of weird shit. I've got their book. They have different chapters, and this is the Kansas City one, Royal Order of Jesters, the President's Court, because two presidents were jesters. Who's that other one, guys? This one from Kansas City was Truman. That's him down here. This is their little motto. I am a jester. What I see here, what I hear here shall stay here when I leave here. It's super creepy. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. This is look at that artwork. I mean, is that not the creepiest looking shit? ROJ stands for Royal Order of Jesters. There are, how many are there? 197 of them, courts. So jester courts. These are all the cities they're in. They're also in Canada. Yeah, it's a creepy ass deal. It's a really creepy deal. Oh my God, you're so cute. Thank you, Joanne. Hey, Don Pariseau. They're very evil looking. Joanne, thank you. Gerald Ford. That's the other president. Thank you, Liz. So, yeah, no, he went into deep ass debt being a jester. And so, yeah, it's very much like Eyes Wide Shut. They have fuck parties, and all the women are typically naked in there, like serving drinks and teasing the men and trying to get customers, basically. Yeah, it's demonic as shit. I think it's very demonic. It's like ritualistic. Yeah, I absolutely have no doubt that they're like summoning some shit up, demon shit. It's very creepy. Diane Fry, probably, but I've been showing this stuff for a long time. This is the first day in 50 something years that I've heard of jesters. Well, maybe I should do more content on it again. Maybe we should talk about it. It probably would be very healing for me to continue to, hey, Lenora Gray, for me to talk about it again. I was a Scientologist for 38 years. I mean, don't ask Dick Smith Levin. Don't ask Ike Turner that, right? But yeah, beautiful dreamer. But nothing in Scientology scared the shit out of me, like rocked my soul, like the Royal Order of Jesters. The stuff that I saw on my husband's computer, the stuff that I read, even in those books. Thank you, Hope. I love you, girl. Is super creepy. And I went through my husband's computer and I found all this stuff. I found the prostitution stuff. I found all of it. Oh, wow. Okay, Sadie. Well, yeah, I lived in Kansas City for a long time. Well, Liz S., jesters, they only recruit certain types of people, right? So they recruit rich people, but entrepreneurs, but the top people who are jesters, believe it or not, I know a few of them, are judges. One of them is a huge Kansas City court circuit judge right now, currently. Judges, lots of lawyers, lots of cops. I knew some homicide detectives, but they recruit. Karina, it wasn't easy. They recruit these guys to protect them. They've been around for over 100 years. So when I found out about it, I was blown the fuck away. I was rocked. I was really rocked by it. And I said to my husband at the time, I was like, I'm going to tell. Like, the wives alone, all the wives that I met who were married to these fucking men, I was like, they have a right to know. None of these people knew. I mean, a few wives knew, like the older seasoned wives knew. Some of them loved it, right? There was a classic one where we went to a jester funeral. The guy had died. And the wife came up to Jeff and winked at him and said, Thank God he was a jester. It kept him off of me for 30 years. So some of these wives were in it to win it because they just liked their husbands going off, screwing prostitutes and leaving them with credit cards, right? To be able to just go shop and do their thing. So some people really liked it, right? There were a few wives that knew, but most of them did not. And so I was like, it was like detectives. The cop I knew was a homicide detective, Julie. It wasn't like street cops, no. But they have cops in it to protect them. But I said to him, I'm going to talk. I'm absolutely going to talk. I was like, I can't keep going to these parties with these wives, like knowing that this is what goes on. And it got scary. It really did. It got to a point where he said to me, I'll never forget this. I said, I'm going to say something. And he said, do you want something to happen to you? And I was like, what the fuck does that mean, Jeff? And he was like, do you want something to happen to you? He said, do you, this was his words. I'll never forget this. It's burned into me. He said, do you think you're the first wife to find out what's really going on? He said, you will be silenced. And I was like, oh, holy shit. And that's when I realized big time, like I was really, really trapped at that point. I was very, very, very uncomfortable, very, very trapped. And so Scientology has nothing on that shit. That was terrifying. I've always wanted to ask you this, and of course you don't have to answer. Were you born into Scientology, or did you? I was born. Sadie, you can ask me anything, girl. I was born into Scientology. I was born into it July 8th, 1984. Didn't the jesters show up in your house when you were trying to pack and leave? Yes, 5 of them. Did you believe he was capable of following through with that, Reese? I think if it came down to kill or be killed, yeah, Ree. I think that not necessarily Jeff, but an army of Jeffs, absolutely. Yeah, he told me, and I have no doubt that he was telling the truth here, guys. He said to me, these are some powerful fucking men. If you really think you're going to expose them, like these judges, for instance, you will absolutely lose, right? So if it came down to it, yeah, I think they would have come and threatened me. They showed up the day I was packing to leave. And I think the only reason that I was safe and nothing happened was because I shipped my son off here to protect him. I got him out of the house way before any of that shit was going to go down. I had already been calculating that in my mind, like this is going to get ugly when I leave. And Tommy showed up. Tommy showed up, took his fucking shirt off. He was helping me pack to move. And I think they took one look at Tommy and were like, yeah, we can't really intimidate this girl with him here. Tommy for sure stood his fucking ground, went toe to toe with all 5 of those guys and was like, come get some. Like, give it a fucking try. I would love for you to give it a try. I think had Tommy not been there, I would have had a completely different outcome. Absolutely. I have no doubt. I have no doubt about that. I think that things would have gone down very differently if I were just alone, myself being alone there. Yeah. I think Tommy saved the day on that. I can't believe this. This is so bananas. Now I'm curious about reading it tonight about all of us. Yeah, Google it. The problem is, Sadie, you won't find much. They really do a good job at hiding it. They're like 103 years old now or something. They have been around for a long fucking time. And Tommy and I met on YouTube, Leah. Aaron Smith Levin introduced us. I was just saying something and now I can't remember, but you won't find much. They do a really good job of keeping everything under the radar. They keep everything very secret. Yeah, Kristen Hawk, Tommy showed up. Yeah. So I never talked about the jesters. There was one person that I had trusted when I found all this stuff in my husband's computer, and I took pictures of everything. I have like 400 pictures. I took pictures of all the evidence, right? Of all the trafficking, the prostitution. There was actual emails saying like to a bunch of these jester men. They were like, this girl is 22, single mom, non-smoker. She's really good. She gives good head. Here's some pictures of her tits. Who wants this one? Who wants that one? It was literally like cattle. Okay. Like super illegal shit. And I took pictures of all of that. This was way before I met Tommy. Okay. And I saved that into a file and I sent the file to a very close friend. I didn't have a lot of friends. I said, I don't know that I would even call him a close friend. He was somebody that I worked with. And I just started to learn him and trust him. His name was Ryan. He's been on this channel before. And I didn't know him super, super well, but I trusted him. And I said, take this file, hold on to it, because if something happens to me, I need you to put this out, like into the news, into the media. He's really good, Buffy. He just got back from Vegas with his girlfriend. I don't know if he got married or not. I need to ask him that. I was texting him while I was in Ecuador. And I said, Jeff threatened me. Ryan knew Jeff. And I said, Jeff threatened me. And he's saying these guys are potentially going to kill me. And if something happens, I need you to get this out. And then, so he held on to that. Ryan held on to that file. I did not talk about the jesters. Jeff was threatening me on the daily, saying things like, you will not talk about this. You will never tell anybody about this, right? Like, I found this shit. He didn't tell me about it. I found it. And so he was freaking the fuck out, obviously. And I met Tommy. I streamed with him, instantly connected with him. Like, Tommy and I became best friends pretty fast. And after some time, I couldn't tell you how much time. I don't know if it was a week, a month, 2 months. I don't know. Hold on. I have to take a drink, guys. I feel like I'm starting to sound like a man who works at Jiffy Lube. Donna, me too. And I finished a stream one night with Tommy. We ended the stream, and you can still talk. Like, if Tommy was on the stream with me right now, you know how he's on the other side. When you end the stream, he's still there. You guys, just the chat's over and we're not live anymore. And we were talking, and Jeff was at a jester party. He was out of town at a fucking jester party. And I would go absolutely, I would crumble every time he went to one of those parties. And he went to those parties pretty often. So he would travel to those sex parties. I knew what he was doing. That broke me when he would go do that. That went on for a couple of years, and that broke me. Every time he'd pack up his suitcase and go, I would sit there for 5 days, like literally rocking back and forth on a couch. Like, I would just like mutilate my fingers. Like, I would bleed. My fingernails would bleed. I couldn't reach him. He didn't have his fucking phone. He's at a sex party. And then he would come home and gaslight the shit out of me, all angry. And he'd be like, nothing fucking happened. You're so fucking insecure. Let me know when you're done being a cunt. Like, he never comforted me. He made it worse. Like, he'd be like, oh, come the fuck on. That's all in your head. That's not happening. He even got to the point where I would go, I have pictures of what's happening. And he'd go, no, you don't. That's in your head. You made it up. None of that's real. Like, he would say that shit. And I was a Scientologist, guys. I have withstood a lot of like just mental fucks, right? Like abuse, right? Like just a lot of that, like a lot of mind control tactics. I knew I wasn't crazy, but he started to actually make me feel like, am I? Like, he would say, you're a fucking nut. Nobody's going to believe you. He would always say this. I've never heard anyone say this before. He'd say this to me all the time. He'd go, hun, sweetie, all condescending. And he'd go, your thoughts are not in reality. And that's okay. But your thoughts are not in reality. And he'd go, nobody's going to believe you. You're just an uneducated Scientologist. He'd go, you're just little Miss Scientologist. Like, he'd always say to me, you have no common sense in this world. Like, he would fuck me up. And it took years to fuck me up. It took years to actually wear me down. But it was, by the end, I was starting to feel nuts. Because I couldn't talk about it, right? What am I? For those of you that know me, what am I? I am a verbal processor through and through. I have to talk about shit. I have to process shit. So it was crazy in my home on the daily. He'd be like, you are not going to fucking talk about this to anybody. And I held it in for years. And so I met Tommy. And at this point, I was pretty fucked up. Like, mentally, I was not well. It was starting to work. His tactics were starting to work. I was starting to feel like pretty beat down. And we ended a stream one night, and Jeff was at a sex party out of town. And Tommy goes, you're not yourself. Like, are you all right? He was like, I know you well enough now. Like, what's going on? And I said, I can't I can't talk about it. But yeah, I said there's stuff that no one knows and I just can't. I was like trying to brush over it. And he goes, "You can tell me." Thank you, Pillow Sham. He goes, "You can tell me, Reese." And I said, "I can't. I wish I could, but I can't." I started crying. And Tommy goes, I'll never forget this. He goes, "Do you know what a convict is?" And I was like, "No. I mean, not really. You're convicted of, I mean, you're a prisoner or criminal." I was like, "I don't know." And he goes, "Do you know what it means to be a convict?" And I was like, "No, dude, I don't. I don't speak crim." And he said, "When you tell a convict something, like in prison, there's like a code." And he was like, you don't spill the beans, you don't gossip about people." He was like, "I don't do that." He goes, "You can trust me. What's going on?" And I broke the fuck down and I told him everything, all the years of all this stuff and everything I'd seen, everything I'd witnessed. And yeah, Lindsay. And he was like, "Holy shit." He was like, "You got to get out of there." He was like, "You got to get out of there. You got to get your kid out of there." He was like, "You have to get away from that. That's super dangerous, Reese." He was like, "I know about crimes and mafia and all that stuff." And he was like, "This is crazy." Um, and so basically we kind of formulated a plan. Like it took a while. It took quite a while. But then I figured it out. I figured out a way to leave. And the second I told him I was going to leave, he was like, "I'm going to come there." And Tommy came and stayed in my basement of our beautiful home in Kansas City for 6 weeks and packed up my all of my stuff in my house. And I got and my channel, thank God for everyone here, supported me through that. I did not have the money to do that. I had no money left. People were sending me money. People were super chatting me. People were like, "Get the fuck out of there. How can we help you get out of there?" And it was crazy. And that's what happened. And so Tommy was an absolute godsend. I don't care what people say about him. I don't care about the long con. You know what Tommy isn't? An abuser of women. So as much as Aaron Smith Levin wants to spin that narrative and be try to be harmful and make it look like Tommy's the problem, you're not going to find a 911 call where I called and said he picked me up and threw me across the room. That's going to be what you'll find on Aaron, right? You're not going to see a video of Tommy picking up a woman and throwing her into a brick building. That's what you'll see with Aaron, right? Tommy isn't currently on probation for battery. That's where you're going to see Aaron. So I don't care what people think about Tommy. He absolutely was a lifesaver and he got me out of there. And I really, to this day, believe I don't think that would have. Okay, Komodo. Well, I'm glad we talked about it. I really don't believe for a second that I would have skated through that unharmed. I don't know if he is or isn't, Kim is Blue. I don't know any current stuff on Jeff. I don't care about Jeff. I don't think about Jeff. That's the magic of divorce for me. I never think about him. Uh, but that was a wild situation. It was a terrifying situation. I never felt fearful of my life in Scientology. I never felt like my life was in danger. It really, really got ugly in that situation. It really got ugly, you guys. It was bad. Again, I'm pretty tough to break, I think, mentally. I think that's something that is a good thing about me that Scientology did to me starting at the age of 4. I started bull baiting really at a young age. I don't know how old Nora was. I don't know how old Aaron was. I don't know how old these other ex Scientologists were. I started really, really young at the bull baiting, which is desensitizing a person, like breaking a person, trying to break a person, and staying strong from breaking. That's what bull baiting is. And I'm thankful for that because it got. Hey, L 1985. Thank you. It got really bad toward the end. Time mark. Yes, I did say that. Um, it got really, really bad. It got really bad toward the end. Time mark. Are you defending Aaron? I'm not really sure what you meant by that comment. Just asking for clarification. It honestly takes the right person at the right time in those situations to give you the push to confide in them and leave those nightmares in one piece. It was really fucking scary. And a lot of people warned me. Thank you, Mimi. A lot of people warned me. See, I wasn't, this was interesting advice. And I think it's true. When you're going to leave a situation like that, time mark, I know, but what did you mean by your comment? What was the point? You are a survivor. That does not kill us, makes us stronger. Thank you, Komodo. Um, many women reached out to me and said, hey, Don Clark, when you're leaving this kind of a situation, it can get very dangerous. I don't know if it's like leaving a narcissist. It was very tense, Donna Cooper. I don't know if it's like leaving a narcissist, but leaving this kind of an aggressive, like abusive situation, the end when you're actually trying to leave. Yeah, okay, that transition period is dangerous. Yes. And I had I'm so grateful. I'm getting chills right now. I am so grateful for the women who reached out to me and said, this is going to get ugly. Like you leaving, you're going to need some fucking help. There's no way you're going to be able to take a U-Haul and pack up your house and just the most dangerous time is when you leave, Pillow Sham says. Floodgates open. Thank God you trusted Tommy. I know. All of this now, and I'm not trying to get weird, but all of this now, this is why I have no doubt in God. Like, this is why I say, like, God is writing, stop trying to take the pen away. Like, I have no doubt if you just look at the last 3 years of everything unfolding and how it's all happened, I don't have any doubt that I was protected and that God really is real. Like, I just don't. I don't have doubts. The way things have happened, I just feel it too much. I'm not trying to get weird with people because I know a lot of people don't believe in God, and I'm not pushing that. I've said this 100 times, but nothing's weirder than people who are like, "Do you know the Lord?" and you don't believe in God because you're like, "Ugh." Yeah. Well, I'm glad you confirmed that, time arc. Thank you for confirming it. Sounds like you already knew, but hey, Candy's life. I remember all that, and I prayed without ceasing for you to get out and away from that, and you did. I have deep love and respect. Thank you, Candy's life. That's so sweet. Yeah, I just don't have any doubts. I'm not on the fence about God. I really, really believe that all of this, right? Like getting found out about through the Aftermath Foundation, being exposed like that, losing everything I had to lose. And did I write that down in a note? I've talked about this recently, but I think I just wrote it again. This is what I wrote yesterday. Crying out for change, but clinging to the very patterns that keep you unwell. Crying out for change, but clinging to the patterns that keep you unwell. Basically, what I mean by that is you have to be willing to let things go that made you sick in order to move forward. You're going to have to lose shit to gain shit. And that's how I see that, right? Like I had to go through all that. Yeah, time arc, I kind of feel like you're beating a dead horse and you're doing it intentionally. And I'm not bothered. I don't care that you're making these comments. I don't care that people see them, but I'm kind of starting to go, what's your intention here? You've said it 3 times now, and it's obvious to me that you're trying to make some kind of a point. Do you want to say it again? I want to make sure you get it all out, time arc. Rubbing people's faces and things. That's interesting. It's an interesting characteristic. But you have to let things go in order. Like, what's the thing I saw recently? Oh, what do you mean, Debbie? What was it? Growth, it was something like this. Growth comes with a lot of goodbyes. Growth comes with a lot of goodbyes. It does. And I believe I'm saying, is that kid? Oh, no, that's Bo's tail. I believe that entirely now. That's what I'm saying. I had to go through all of that in order to find God or for God to find me. Why is his tail wagging? Is he dreaming? Um, Time mark. No, it's just it's odd. Your behavior is getting odd, right? You're trying to point something out repeatedly and you're trying to make I'm not really sure what you're trying to accomplish. It feels a little passive aggressive to me, but let's be honest, you have been passive aggressive many, many, many times in this chat. And so I already know you well enough. And I know your behavior. I've seen it for over a year now, but I'm not sure what you're trying to get at. Are you saying you don't like Tommy? Are you saying you're not, I'm not really sure. And it doesn't make much of a difference to me, but it's like I'm continuing to try to talk and you keep stopping the chat by pointing that out. So you have the floor, girl, if there's something that you would like to say. Um, Growth often comes from pain. We fall down, we have to get back up. And that's what you did. Proud of you. Thank you, L1985. Yes, Time Mark. I don't think I stuttered. Speaking of, I want to do a God stream coming up. I know they're not for everyone. I know they're, yeah, I mean, I'm not the only one who's seeing this time arc. Uh, I've been nothing but supportive of you. Well, I don't disagree with that. I don't know if that's entirely true. I can think of a few times that you challenge and try to do it in a weird passive aggressive way. And I feel like that's what you're doing now. It's fine that you Kim, it's fine that you made that comment. It's totally fine. You're entitled to your own opinion and comments are allowed here. You're allowed to disagree with me. You're allowed to say whatever you want to say. But you made that comment three separate times. And it's like you were definitely standing on ceremony there. So I'm not really sure what your point, what you're trying to get across. So I'm just asking you, you keep kind of stopping what I'm saying by bringing up Tommy. It's clear that you're not a fan of Tommy, and there's a lot of people in this chat right now that don't like Tommy. Like I'm well aware of it. I know who they are. I would never name them, but I know who they are, and it doesn't slow me down. It doesn't bother me in any way. I have many, many friends whose husbands or boyfriends or spouses I'm not really a fan of, and that doesn't keep us from being friends. I don't have a problem with people thinking for themselves. Having opinions is totally fine, but you continue to say it over and over. Um, okay, well then you're being direct, but you're being direct then three separate times. That's all. I'm down for a God stream. I would love to do a God stream. There's just stuff. I don't remember when the last God stream was, but there's some stuff that I've been working through in my own head when I was flying to Ecuador, when I was coming back, when I was walking the beach. Oh, Kursine's dad is passing. We are Christian family. Prayers for our family. Prayers for your family, my friend. And I'm sorry that you're losing your father. That's rough. That's really, really rough. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm sorry. But there's some things that have crossed my mind about God that I have questions about again. I only do a God stream when it's just organic. And there's some things that have come up for me that I'm like, there's enough piling up that I would really like to talk about it again. I love doing God streams, but I also realize that they're not for everyone. I'm well aware. And that's why I preface it with that, because I don't want you to come to that if it's not your thing. And this is not a Christian channel. This is not a God channel. It's just, I'm an ex Scientologist. I can speak 100% to Scientology through and through. I cannot speak to God and that just that direction. And so somehow they're very harmonious. Everybody comes together and we just have like a God chat, and it's fascinating to me and I love having them, but I just don't want people to feel uncomfortable. Thank you. I was too. I'm grateful Tommy was there to help you to get out. Absolutely, VJ Burke. Holy shit. I don't know what. I really don't know how. I try not to think about it, to be honest, and I don't think about it. But hey, Helen, I don't know how shit would have gone down if I was alone. Sounds like there's a car in my driveway. Hollywood Lisa, nice. It's the anniversary of an extended family member's passing. We're planning my dad number two's memorial service. I'm glad for God streams aren't hateful at all. Thank you, Tamber June. And I'm sorry, babe. It's rough. Loss is rough. I don't care if you lost a pet. I don't care if you lost a friend, a mother, a child. Loss is loss, and there's nothing to compare it to. It never gets old. Hey, Southern Sleuth. It's really, really insane. I say this because you guys know this. My friend lost her mom on my birthday a few weeks ago. And holy shit, it has been rough. Her memorial service was Sunday a few days ago, and she's been calling me. Probably she called me the day she died. I talked to her for like 4 hours the day she died. And it was again, you can look at this good or bad, but I looked at that as a gift. I'm glad I was there for her. I'm glad I was able to be there during that. But oh my God, it was so traumatic. The loss, the way she died it was traumatic for me. This has been a friend of mine for over 20 years. And so it was so rough it was raw. It was raw. My husband died, and I see that so much as a gift. I see that so much as a gift to be able to be there with him while he took his last breath. I will never look at it another way. I wouldn't go back and change a thing. We got to say everything we wanted to say, but it's rough. It's rough when someone passes. And it's also a gift, though, to be able to be the friend that you pick up and call the phone to, hey, Jeannie, good to see you, babe. It's a gift, in my opinion, to make some, well, it goes back to the beginning of the stream. I want to make people feel safe. Tommy isn't perfect, but guess what? Neither am I or Reese or any of us. Move on, haters. Jesus is perfect. That's all. Amen, girl. Oh, Lisa's a hospice, or Leah Sunshine is a hospice nurse. Bless you, girl. Thank you for what you do. My husband was on hospice, and I worked in senior living for a long time, and I love palliative care and hospice nurses. I'm so sorry, Southern Sleuth, but to make someone feel safe enough to pick up the phone and call me when you lose a loved one, such as your mother, was a huge gift right back for me. Now, was it hard? I sat there and cried with her on the phone. And it was crazy because, hey, Marty Jewel, the day she died was my birthday. And it was weird because she went on hospice like a week before that. She had been battling cancer for years, and it spread to the pancreas, and they gave her a few days. And I thought, please don't let this woman die on my birthday. I'm going to feel horrible if she dies on my birthday. And I just kept thinking, I think she's going to die on my birthday. Oh, I love that tea. And she did, but it was such a gift. Oh God, Mimi, I'm so sorry for your loss. The night of my birthday, we were on the phone together for hours, and it was wild. She just walked me through the loss, and she'd go, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And she would just lose it. And it was wild to the human side of people, just like the emotion would rush. Oh my God, Jeannie, you found your sister dead on your birthday. Holy shit. Doesn't your sister have the same birthday as me, or one of your sisters, Jeannie? I am so sorry. I remember you telling me that. Oh my God. But it was insane. So then she called me the day after, right? My birthday. Jeannie, I am so sorry. Grief is wild, Hope, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a gift, right? When people are super raw and real and authentic and their human selves, as sad as it was, I felt honored that she would call me. Amy Knight, that's a great idea. I felt honored to be the person she'd call, because let's be honest, I'm not the person to call if you're struggling and going through something. I'm an ex-Scientologist, and it's really hard for me to feel the human side of things. Oh my God, Jeannie, happy early birthday, but I'm so sorry. That's so bittersweet. And I understand, babe. I'm so sorry. Jeannie, I'm happy to see you. We should do a grief stream. I have a hard time. I'm getting so much better at sharing emotions, but I'm not the best person. Ask Tommy. If Tommy's going through something and like crying, it's hard for me to kind of shift to being human. It's weird to say that, but it does happen to me where I'm like, this isn't easy for me to process that with you. I don't necessarily, my emotions can sometimes be kind of delayed. Like, I can't tell you how many times Tommy has gone, "Did you hear what I just said?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Time Mark, you will never be blocked." We have a new rule on this channel. Hey, Thought Criminal. We have a new rule on this channel. Nobody's blocked. Anybody is allowed to come in here, disagree with me, challenge me. So you are absolutely welcome to be here, Time Mark. The only time someone's really going to get blocked is if someone comes in here. Oh, Amy, if somebody comes in here saying like you're a fat cunt piece of shit, your son, blah blah blah, whatever, you're probably going to get blocked. But otherwise, nah, this is an open chat forum, my friend, and I'm not afraid to take criticism. Yeah, Marlugo, I struggle with it. Hey Vince, welcome back. I know you're having a hard time. I'm not like Aaron Smith Levin, where people get blocked for asking questions or coming in and feeling a certain way. His mods block the fuck out of people for just asking questions or challenging him. I will never be known for that. People can come in here and absolutely say, didn't Tommy do this? Or didn't you say that at one time? I'm not afraid of those. I can take that shit. I have no problem with it. I prefer to talk to you because if I'm feeling shitty, I'm used to like a tough sponsor or friends from recovery. I need someone to not baby me. That's very kind, Lindsay. That's a nice thing to say. I'm happy to be the person you call, but just know going into it. Like Tommy has said to me, did you hear what I just said? Like it takes me a minute to, it's disassociating. Yeah, I disassociate a lot. It's not our decision who you're going to be with. That's not our job. I know it's not my job to tell any of my friends who to be with. All I can do is advise if asked for it. And I'm going to add to that, Mara, because I love it. Also, all you can do is be there, right? Time Mark, I don't think you are a hater. You see, there seems to be a misunderstanding on your end as well, girl. I don't think you are a hater. I did not call you a hater. I don't think you're a fan of Tommy. That's okay. This is my channel, right? And it's okay for people to not like Tommy. It's okay for people to not trust Tommy. It's okay for people to not like or trust me. I'm not here trying to entertain and sell myself to where you believe everything I'm saying. Just all I ask is that you don't be hateful. You're welcome to be here. Mar, but also just being there for your friend. Like I have a friend whose guy I don't like. She doesn't know it. I've never said I don't like him because to me that's entitled. It's not up to me. I'm not in a relationship with him. What do I give a shit? She's a 50-something-year-old woman. I don't care. Right? As long as he's not beating her, I just don't like the guy. But I'm also going to be here for her if things go to shit. If she needs me. I'm not in a relationship with him. I'm in a friendship with her. So I'm not going to, if they break up or if something happens, I'm not going to be like, I told you I didn't like him. I'm going to just be there for her. That's to me what friendship is. It's not judgments, right? I'm not going to make fucking judgments on people. Thank you, Southern Mimi. Absolutely. I'm well aware that a lot of people are not on Team Tommy. The good news is there are no teams here. I don't care. I want people to think for themselves. I came from group think cult. And the last thing I want is people to go, I like Reese, so I have to like Tommy. No, you don't. You don't even have to like me. Do you know how many fucking people are watching right now that don't like me? Hey, Dylan Chatterton, where you at, dude? Gene Moreno, fuck that guy, guys. Where are all you assholes? Mar says, and thank you for your super chat, Mar. Everyone needs to sometimes make their decisions and live the outcomes. It's called life and free will. And one of the grossest things you can do is insert yourself, right? I don't need to give my opinion on my friend's guy. That's entitlement. I don't need to do that, right? That's what these assholes on Reddit are doing. They're going and summing me up and going, Reese got super chats, and here's how I feel about it. No one gives a shit. You're entitled. My life has nothing to do with your life. We're laughing at you. No one cares, right? No one asked. I don't tend to give advice to people unless they ask me. I really don't want to be like, here's what you need to do. I can't fucking stand that, right? I don't need to be saved. I'm not asking to be saved. I'm here to verbally process with you guys, right? I'm here to make all kinds of mistakes. I'm here to fuck up through and through. And then I'm here to learn from those, take accountability, and try to do better the next time. Hey, Kelly Lord. Hey, Sandy Kovacs. Like, I'm not here to pretend to be something I'm not. Don't hear what I didn't say. I like you and I love you, Reese. That's difficult for me lately with all I've been through since January. Candy's life. I'm sorry that I'm having a hard time interpreting that comment. I love you too. I hope you're all right. Thank you, Pillow Sham. Love ya. I hope you're all right. That kind of concerns me. That's worrisome. I hope you're okay, Candy. Yeah, Jojo, we're not here to this is not a commercial for how life is supposed to be. I absolutely accept all the shit I've done. Hey, Jamie Palmer, Kim is blue, probably not. Um I'm not here to pretend to be a good person. I we're past that. Not nothing. It's so weird to me that these Reddit haters don't seem to figure it out, right? There is no cheat code. I literally am doing the same thing I've done since day one. I come on here, I speak my mind, it goes where it goes. We get a super chat or two, and that's how it's been since the day I was monetized, which I think was day 3. It took me 48 hours to become monetized. I had a huge, massive amount of people that were supportive of me, and I thank God for those people every single day. I also thank God for my haters. They've taught me so much as well. And I said this yesterday, and I mean it, right? I'm grateful for the good, but I'm also grateful for the bad because it's shaped me for who I am right now today. I have learned so fucking much from the hate, and it's magical. I think people should give it a try. Don't try to weasel out of it. Don't try to avoid it. Let it wash over you because it teaches you a lot. Teaches you a lot about people, about patterns, about behavior. All of those things matter to me. So I haven't changed. I haven't changed a thing as far as how I run this channel. And I think it's fucking crazy that they don't seem to have that figured out. I trust God and I trust myself, and I really don't reach for external validation or advice anymore. I don't. Candy says I ended a 23-year relationship because my ex went back to using drugs. Oh my God. Stopped paying rent and bills, forced me to live without heat, and got us evicted with all 6 of my fur babies. I'm doing better. Candy, holy shit. That's horrible. I'm glad you're doing better, but that is a seriously horrible situation. And I am truly sorry. Thank you for sharing that here. That was really a big deal for you to even share that here. Thank you. And I hope that you have strength. I hope that people are helping you. I hope you can lean into people. To Shamby, 2 of 2 now. I'm working and taking care of myself again. Good for you, girl. We are here. Candy, you come here and you unload, you share. Thank you for saying that, Jason. Hey, cool picture. You changed your picture. I like it. You share and you come here and lean into us whenever you feel. And that goes for anybody. That's what this channel is for. I dump my problems on you guys, my concerns, my questions, all the fucking time. And you sit there and you listen and you hold my hand through it. That's my love language, quality time. I am happy to return the favor. Anybody, anytime. Hey, Cindy Cat Lover. Anybody, thank you, Susie with an S. Anybody, anytime can come in here and do that. Thank you, Liz S. I really don't understand how someone could dislike you, to be honest. Your honesty, transparency are incredible. Hard to find genuine people. Because thank you for saying that, first of all, L1985. Because once someone has made up their mind about something, we're not trying to convince people who cannot be convinced. Hey, Julie. So I could throw money out of a helicopter to the homeless and they would say I was littering. We're not here to convince the people who've decided they hate me, right? I got drunk for the first time in my life a week ago, and my haters are now calling me an alcoholic, right? They're going to find, if you want to look for the negative, you will find it. And if you can't find it, you'll make it up. And that's exactly how they make their living on me and live their life, right? Once you decide you hate something, first of all, you're a miserable fucking person to hate a total stranger on the internet. But once you decide that about me, there's no going back. I'm not here to, I don't want those people here. I don't want them here. But uh that's what that's about. To say I don't know how people don't like you, I do. Like it's obvious. Especially hateable. I don't know why I'm so especially like really it's pushed, but I'm grateful for that. It gets my name out there. It makes me known. It makes people come look for me. I don't. I'm the right candidate for that. I'm glad that they picked me as their queen. Reese is so accessible. I have been messaging them since the beginning and seen so much growth. Thank you, VJ Burke. I love you, VJ Burke. I had a fish tank margarita and I need to check into my local AA chapter. I'm suddenly an alcoholic. And that's what I mean. It's just, it's an avalanche, right? Like it just snowballs. They pick one thing. Who said it earlier? Was it Amy Knight? Somebody said like they rotate the hate on me. It's because of Tommy. It's because of my makeup. It's because I looked like shit this day. It's because I've gained weight. It's because I'm a bad mother. It's because when I blow my nose, I must be doing cocaine. Like they cycle through that shit. They're never going to stop. So we'll let people be wrong about you guys. It's not that scary. It really isn't. I got drunk, time mark, for the first time a week ago. I got drunk on the lifeboat. Yeah, you can go see it. It was pretty bad. I got wasted. I got fucking wasted. And that's never happened to me. And I lost control and it was bad. But yeah, now I'm suddenly an alcoholic. Like add it to the list. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. Asked Chin Shan, Dylan Chatterton. I forgot. I stole an orange cat. Do you guys remember that? I rescued a dying cat and basically was a hospice nurse for 6 weeks. And Reddit said that I stole it out of someone's yard from like a family. And I hunt down people's pets. I mean, guys, they will take anything they can and spin it to the negative. You want to time mark, it's his stream where it's about Brian Kohlberger. Oh man, 1985. It was crazy. Mar Lugo, it's over on the boat. But Mar Lugo, I love you, Beck Smith, and I'm sorry that happened. That is so tough. I will say, though, that's amazing age for a Great Dane. While you guys, I played this yesterday. I won't play the whole thing. Tommy recorded me while I was drunk. And this video, I'm just going to play like 10 seconds of it. All I did was laugh the whole fucking time, you guys. Listen to this. It'll be all right. I say I'm wasted in a second. Shelly Kelly. Tommy's laugh kills me too. You got this. Yes. Yes, you got this. Oh, God, I'm so wasted. I'm so like baked all the way through. I don't fucking know what I was laughing at. I have no idea, but it was bad. I've recorded one and he recorded one. No.
Reese, the wasted tapes.
Reese, the wasted tapes.
Reese, the wasted tape. Please tell me that's not on YouTube. You're just recording.
No, I'm just recording.
Oh, thank God.
Wasted tapes.
Slightly out of control for a while. It's the downward spiral. All starts with that one drink. Literally, it's only been one. But I can tell where it's going. I knew what that meant. Amazingly, she's still getting enough oxygen to the brain. There's a decent amount of laughter. Do you think she can form a sentence? You got a snow Helen balls chance, I'll tell you what. I can help. Listen, I can help. You ready? You ready? Take a deep breath. Come on, you got this. Yeah.
Babe.
And then just a little slight pressure on your chest. Ready? Breathe in. You got this. All right, I don't know. I just want to figure out.
This is really recording.
I just want to figure out.
We don't have anything to say.
No, I have plenty to say.
Can't.
What was that?
Please sing. What would you like to say?
You almost got that out.
I laughed for
Just
4
so much
minutes.
fun I've had with you. The margaritas. But
Watch what I said to him.
time.
You're a good person to get wasted with.
Works.
You're my favorite person, babe, to be out of control with. Because you're a good coach.
Yes.
I like how I couldn't open my eyes.
Walk.
Yeah.
And you're doing fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, you know what fixed it, don't you?
Do what?
It was the boob grab.
The boob grab.
What about it?
That's what fixed you.
Fix me from what? What was wrong?
I don't open my eyes.
What was that? Go. Sorry. This is the slight giggle I was referring to earlier. I'm scaring the locals.
That was not, I'm thinking about uploading it. I haven't, I don't know, Angie Mo. I have no idea how I did any of that. I'm never getting wasted like that. I'll never do that again. I like to be in control. Hey, Noel. But I think that video is hilarious. I will probably upload it. I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but I will probably upload it to my channel. That was just great. Thank you for being here, Dee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was a nice thing to say. Chicago Jane, it was crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Sherry Hicks, it was fun. I was on vacation. We weren't driving a car, right? VJ Burke. We weren't driving a vehicle. We were safe in our hotel room. But I love how, again, the party pooping fucking haters are like, she's an alcoholic. I got drunk on the lifeboat, right? So they were like, oh, she's a disgrace to all the people who are sober. She's a what did they say? I was disrespectful to all the victims of true crime by being drunk on the boat. The drinks are strong in Ecuador. Yeah, they don't F around over there. But I mean, I was not with my child. I was on vacation. It's the first time in my life I ever got drunk. I'm 42 years old, right? I was celebrating my birthday. I got drunk on vacation in a safe place. We were in a hotel room. Like, it's wild to me the shit that people love to take and just make it into something that it isn't, right? You're hearing what I didn't say. That was a good time. It was fun. I'm not ashamed, even though I look horrible and greasy and disgusting. It was a margarita. I'm not embarrassed about it. That's what I mean. The haters have a hard time with me because I expose myself before they expose me. But it was fun. It was great. Tommy was a little bit loopy. I love his laugh in that video. He's so funny. Thank you, Yadira. I know, Amy Knight. Tommy would have not videoed if that wasn't okay. I actually told him, I said, do you need to take that down? And he was like, no way. Because you're the only person who's ever got drunk on her birthday. Yeah, but again, it's like I could see that if I got drunk and operated a vehicle or something, like broke the law, something like that, put someone in harm's way. I got drunk and went back to my hotel room, right? Where I sat there and laughed with Tommy, like big fucking deal. Hey, jealousy. That's just ridiculous. It was a good time. I'll probably never do it again. I got to experience what it's like, but I'll probably never do that again. But it's just ridiculous. I obviously felt safe because I was there with him. Hey, Calamity Jane Doe. Yes, I am. Been back with Tommy for quite a while now. At least I wasn't naked broccoli dancing, thought criminal. Can you guys, by the way, before we go, can you hit subscribe? Can you look and see if you're subscribed? A lot of people have unsubscribed. Aaron did about 150, 175, knocked off my channel, which we wish them well. But if you got accidentally unsubscribed, will you check to make sure you're subscribed? But I may upload that video because it's funny. It's fun. It's uplifting. People laugh. It makes people laugh. I love to make people laugh. Who cares? I'm not ashamed of that. They're going to try to shame me. Again, you're not going to get very far. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's already Wednesday. We have to do a stream tomorrow. I have therapy. Okay, so hit subscribe. This was all over the place. It's probably going to be a little bit like this, verbal diarrhea of the mouth for a little bit, just because I haven't streamed in so long. It's just I have a lot of thoughts I want to put together. Oh my God, BJ Burke. Reminder, you don't have to explain yourself. Beautiful, Kim is blue. I love that. How stupid. You're on vacation. You can do what you want safely so people can shove it. You had fun. Who cares? Well, people who don't want to have fun. Oh, I'll show you, Gertie. Punky, can we show you real quick? People who are stuck up, like Ass Chin Shan, who haven't been laid in years and years. People like Dylan Chatterton and all the fucking haters, Gene Morenos of the world. They're not interested in fun. They're just party pooping assholes. Oh, good for you, Mar. I mean, I know that sucks to go back to work, but damn, girl, you look like you had a good time. It was funnier in real life. Oh my God, it was. Babe, I think I'm going to upload that video. If you guys want to see me drunk on the boat, it was Tommy's stream a few days ago called Brian Koberger or something. Reese, I have a skin question for you. Is there anything I can put on my bath water to stop the itch from getting a sunburn? That I don't know, but I will tell you I bought Candy's Life, just some Kimoto. I bought for myself, I haven't sunburned in a while, but I bought aloe, like just some aloe. Thank you, Pillow Sham. She's from above. She's heaven sent. I would just get some aloe vera and use that, but you could Google it. I don't know much about treating sunburns. But I may upload that. Witch hazel, that's pretty good too, I've heard. I may upload that video for you guys to see it, but it's hilarious even over on the boat. Tommy was really trying to keep it together. It was so hilarious. Tommy was a really good sobriety coach for me when I was wasted. He keeps me safe. I obviously feel super safe with him. But yeah, Tommy's the absolute best, and I don't care who knows it. Tommy, I don't think you were in here, but we were talking about how you came and saved me from the jester shit in Kansas City. And I thank God for that every single day. Thank you, babe. And I love you. Oh, refrigerate the aloe, Candy's Life. That's a good idea, Kim is Blue. But there's some good comments here. I hope you're looking at them. And Mark, if you're still here, no hard feelings, my friend. No hard feelings at all. Chamomile on a hot soaked towel. Place on skin for a few minutes and take it off. Okay. Mar Lugo's a nurse, so she probably knows her shit as well as the rest of us. But I love you guys. Please hit the subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow afternoon, probably around regular time. I'd say 4:30ish, 4:30. Okay, Puka Vista says refrigerated witch hazel helps. That probably does help. Hey, Christy Nicole. Yes, she is Candy's Life. Mad Drop. Did I say hi to you? I love you guys. Hopen is an esthetician. Good for you, Hope. Tommy is hero level. Epic staying there to fend off the cellist. Oh, that's such a cool thing to say. Thank you, VJ Burke. Love you, Jojo. Okay, Marlugo knows too. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Disrespectful to true crime. Why was it a Koberger stream? I don't get it. It was weird. One of the haters was like, she doesn't care about the victims of true crime because she's drunk on a true crime channel. They will pilfer through anything they possibly can to try to make me look like a bad person. They're really struggling. They're scraping, guys. They're reaching for it. Thank you, Rachel Sandy. Sorry I was all over the place. It's going to happen. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for celebrating 3 years on this channel. It means the world to me. I mean it. I love you all. Even the haters. You're going to hate that, but I love you guys too. You keep me in biz. Love you, Katie did it. And hit subscribe. I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for spending 2.5 hours in here with me. I love that. Tommy, you have proven yourself with your actions. Don't care about words. That's awesome. VJ Burke, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you, Mar Lugo. I'm 3 years old. That's crazy. Thank you to everybody who supports me. Mods, I love you guys. And I will see you guys. Thank you, Southern Sleuth. I will see you all tomorrow. And here comes Fred. I mean it, guys. This was a fun stream. Thank you. Love you all.